Reading I-Ching. Biting through. Change of lines. The first line is Yang. The line of Yang, which is located at the bottom of the lightning, symbolizes a small mistake. You cannot always do everything perfectly. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, and one may easily get careless at some point. Perhaps you did not want to go out of your way to set the records right, or you may have intentionally chosen to do things for your sake, that are not beneficial to others. It is often said that well begun is half done, but the same principle applies for mishaps as well. Wrongdoings may start with a trivial negligence. However small or negligible it may seem, you should not look over and dismiss it, as long as you know that it is not right. You should learn your lessons from them, and make sure that you do not repeat the mistake again. The second line is Yin. Small mischiefs may sometimes cause a greater problem. Therefore, if you find some people do something wrong, it is important that you should punish them appropriately, and so prevent them from repeating the same mistake again. However, remember that the punishment should not be used to lock them out for good, or disable them from recovering at all. A good punishment should be severe enough to make them reflect upon and repent their deeds, but at the same time, should be moderate enough so that they can start over after they are rehabilitated. The third line, which is one step over the line of reality, is also Yin. There are cases when it is difficult or even impossible to punish the people who did wrong. For example, their position may be higher than yours, and in other cases they may not feel guilty at all, however severe the punishment may be. It may be difficult to do everything without discrimination, but remember that in principle, the law must be enforced impartially whoever the subject may be, and you should not give up the hope to achieve the ideal. Now at one level above the reality, the fourth line is Yang. It is the starting position of the Trigram of fire. In this line, let's think about the appropriate attitude of the person giving the punishment. Scolding and punishing others is no more enjoyable than to be punished. Therefore, the punishment must be done only when they are crucially needed, and when it is performed, it should be fair and grave. Ask yourself whether or not you are punishing others simply to let your steam out. In addition, do not forget the fact that you are in a position to punish others does not mean that you have more authority to control others, but it implies that you are responsible for the outcome of the punishment as well. The fifth line is Yin. People spur a horse to make it run faster. Adequate amount of scolding and punishment at the right moment can make the overall work process go more smoothly and efficiently. You need not try to be a good guy every moment, and embrace every mistake of others with a pleasant face. If something goes wrong, you should be able to reprimand it at an appropriate moment, and make amends to keep to the right path. It may feel uncomfortable and heartbreaking sometimes, but it simply means that you should act with discipline, based on unbiased facts alone, and not give in to your anger or emotion. The final line is again Yang. The overall theme of this hexagram is light and power. You should not focus too much on the power alone, and think about the other aspect as well. Before you strike with powerful force, you need to look around the world in bright light. You need to keep your eyes and ears always open, and have a clear picture of the overall situation in your mind. Do not be overwhelmed by the power you have in your hands. You may be sitting at the highest position, but you should still be able to listen to the voice of those who are at the lowest place. Before you move into action, you always need to keep your mind clear, so that you can make a right decision fair and square.